Hey guys, Lucas from iExplore here. Today we're going to do something a little bit fun. We only have about 20-30 minutes max to shoot this video because we got to go and do something else. And we're in Ueno, and there's a little area just back here, like this passage, this little intersection, and a little bit that way, that's under the train tracks and between two train lines. It's this cool little, like, very confined space. So that's it, that's the challenge. We're going to shoot in there for 30 minutes, see what I can get, and that's it. So we're just going to work that scene and see what happens. Let's go in there and check it out.
iExplore.
So let's use this little passage here.
Now, that's an interesting shot.
Look at this little kitty.
So what's the best way to frame
A cat?
a subject?
Well, I'm trying to make it simple. Luckily, this guy is very calm and doesn't care at all about what I'm doing. That is adorable.
He's wondering, yeah.
Wondering what is going on.
Yeah, what is going on?
I bet you cats in this country are used to it though. They get so much attention. But okay, so I did the obvious thing. This is again a good example of working the scene. And I'm glad the cat is cooperating so well because at first, of course I'm gonna get right in there and get a close-up shot of the cat. But then I'm gonna start thinking, how can I include context, right? Anyway, so I'm trying to include this, sign, which is, by the way, an adult toy store. So that's
Right.
nice. And
it's tax-free.
sorry?
Tax-free.
Tax-free, I know, that's what I'm getting that. So I'm getting the open, the sex toys, everything, The only challenge is that in terms of exposure, there's this bright light down here, and the cat is quite dark. Oh, he's yawning.
Oh, no, he's
Kawaii.
Was it a yawn or
I don't know, or he's
a
threatening me.
leave me alone? Yeah, I think it's more like a leave me alone sort of face.
Weird. Yeah, so that bright light is, on the one hand, it's the light that's lighting the scene, but on the other hand, it's pointing right at me, so it's kind of making it difficult.
He's
But
had
okay.
enough of you.
No, but that's okay. That's good. He's getting more comfortable.
He's going to show you.
All right,
his,
so we only have 20 minutes. I'm going to spend the whole 20 minutes photographing this cat. I like the way this door is slightly open.
Yeah.
And I also like this graffiti over here. I have definitely a thing for graffiti, and especially when it's mixed with text that does belong there. So in this case it says emergency exit in these nice green characters, and then there's graffiti, and then above it says Aoi Tori? Aoi Shima?
Aoi Tori.
Is it Tori or Shima?
It's Tori.
It's Tori.
The interesting thing is that this tiny little thing
Yeah,
is a snack.
It's a snack. Yeah, this is a bar. Exactly.
Have you ever seen it open?
I don't think I've seen this one open, but I've seen this one open, the
That's
one next
crazy.
door, which says Tanoshiku Utaeru Ten, right? So fun singing restaurant, shop, whatever.
shop,
So it's
yeah.
a snack. It's a snack as well. We've talked about snacks before on this channel.
We have.
For those who weren't there for that or haven't seen that video, they're basically little tiny karaoke bars. That's what it is. All right, let's shoot this way. I like the way these gates are open. It's kind of cool. This guy is cool. Let's go that way. Snapping away a little bit. That's where the zone focus helps.
looking pretty cool.
It's okay. Not the most interesting photo because it's kind of from behind, but it's something. It's a challenge, right?
It's a
We
challenge.
only have
It's a challenge.
20 minutes, so we're gonna get what we can get. This little cat banner would look
Yes.
nice with the
With the
cat
real
from
cat.
earlier, right?
Right.
With the real cat. Okay. I'm gonna take a photo of this wall as well, because again, I keep saying it, but I love graffiti like this. Yeah, that's actually really awesome.
What makes it so nice? The light?
Yeah, the light, the way it's fading, the way this is obviously pretty ancient graffiti. It's been here for a long time. I don't know. I really like these kind of things for some reason.
Maybe it shows the passage of time.
Yeah, in a way. I mean, for me, it's just a very. Well, let's talk about it out there because I bet you this fan is a little bit loud. But I like these kind of gritty graffiti things and things that are crumbling and falling apart. You know, we talked about wabi-sabi before, right? It definitely has a wabi-sabi to it because it's certainly. That's really loud.
It's okay.
It's okay. It's certainly something that's very impermanent, right? I mean, the graffiti is not going to exist forever. Somebody put it there, eventually it'll fade away, get painted over, or the wall will crumble or something like that, right? So it definitely has a wabi-sabi. And we're being photographed by another street photographer right now. That's funny.
That's
What goes around comes around. Anyway, so yeah, so I love graffiti from that kind of philosophical standpoint. Not just graffiti, but any kind of walls with textures and text on them. But also they just satisfy a certain they scratch an itch. It's kind of like popping bubble wrap or eating crunchy potato chips or popcorn. It's just something very satisfying about a really crisp photo where I get it nice and sharp and you can really see the texture. In this case, the light was coming softly from an angle, so you can see the subtle texturing, the fading from the paint being more purple and then less and less purple. It just makes me happy to look at it. I know it's not an exciting photo for most people. I'm not shooting it to please other people. I'm shooting it to please me.
It's the kind of photo you would probably print and put on your wall.
Sorry?
Would you print this and put on your wall?
I might, yeah. I have so many that it would be hard to choose one because I have hundreds of photos like that. But certainly, it's actually I have printed one before, a couple, more than one. All right, this view is nice,
Yeah.
but he's not doing anything particularly interesting. Let's leave him alone. We took some photos of him, it's okay. Also, by the way, when we were in there, I noticed this scene is kind of cool. All right, for a similar reason to the graffiti, I like the texture, the confluence of colors here. But it's kind of a cool scene. It's not amazing, but it's kind of neat. There we go. Now we're gonna get him outside with the whole scene there. That's not too bad, not great, not bad. It's okay.
There's blue, green.
Yeah, overall the colors work well together. The brick color and the color of the palette, they're all these kind of subdued, kind of pastel-y colors. So from a color standpoint, it works. I'm also seeing this and this.
In the foreground.
And I'm wondering if I can throw in a big splash of red in there,
Interesting.
That way the red contrasts with the green in a nice way. Green bag, that's kind of cool. And then I'm going to go to a big aperture, f2.8, to make the foreground soft. All right. And I'm even putting in a bit of this gray pipe, so it's like gray, red, green. It's not amazing, but it's something. Here he comes again outside. There we go. Okay.
Let's take a look.
That's pretty sweet. I actually like that. There we go.
Let me focus on this.
Hold on, let me zoom in on him. Let's see if we can, There we go. Okay, I'm gonna wait again for him to come out one more time though, because I did like that, but I think we can get another moment. I'm sure he'll come out again. This is where, now that I know this is good, I'm gonna sacrifice the rest of our time for this shot. If he comes out. If not, what I got was fine. But it's always nice to try, I always think when it is going well, you might as well stay a little longer and see what else you can get.
there you go. There you go. Ah, there you go. There you go, cheating a little bit. So
So it's pretty good.
So.
It's pretty good, but as I was saying, it is hard to get it just right. I actually got a cool photo of a guy walking by though, which I liked.
Oh,
Because
nice.
he looked in that direction. I feel like he's getting ready to spray us with the water hose.
Look at this.
Well, I'm gonna go back to this real quick with the water.
Mm-hmm. Right. So we are officially over the limit of 20
Yeah, well,
minutes.
we're done. We're done. Yeah, I like the way the blue hose is also creating this little.
Extra elements.
Yeah. You know, that's the beauty of using this kind of element that's so close, because it allows you to deal with the clutter. We were
Right.
talking about in another video at some point, I'm sure we talked about clutter. And this is a little bit of a cluttered scene. It's not bad, but there's some clutter. So I can choose to remove it by framing it out with something in the foreground like this, right? Okay, but let's move on. So yeah, I mean, that's about it. We did what we could.
Yeah.
A little bit of a challenge, right?
I think we got some good images.
I
Within
agree.
20 minutes.
I agree. Yeah, 20, 30 minutes, no problem.
The
cat
very
was
end-
good.
the cat was
very
good.
end was great.
So we got the cat and we got that guy.
And the guy, and we worked that scene quite a lot. Oh, now he's outside hosing it down. I might have to go back after we wrap and just shoot a
Actually,
little more.
you should go now.
I should go back. But anyway, guys, remember always, challenge your eye.